We both live in the same city and state. I've moved twice to try to be closer to him so that he can have a relationship with his daughter, and he's not active financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, anything.
A lot of hard feelings there, huh, Miss Galvan?
But will this order insist that she has to go see him? Like, what if she says, Mom, I don't want to? Do I say, because of this order, you have to?
Mom is seeking to be awarded sole managing conservator because Dad is very inconsistent in his daughter's life and has not been involved in her life.
All right, that is Yvonne McGee and Ashley Harris. Please unmute and turn your camera.
Hi.
The testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I just first asked the court to take judicial notice of the return of service on file, indicating that Mr. McGee was served on May 9th of 2023.
Yes, court takes judicial notice of the service on file with the court record.
So state is proposing a default order where Ms. Harris will carry the health and dental insurance through her employer at a cost of $16.50 per month for medical and $4.50 per month for dental. And to be clear, it's $16.50 for medical, $4.50 for dental. $445 per month for child support beginning next month, and I'll take testimony regarding the income issues on that. Retroactive support of $5,340. I'm sorry. A total retroactive support of $13,476 calculated by 3 years at a minimum wage at $5,340, and then 1 year based on his current income at $8,136, which we're asking to be paid off at $75 per month. And then giving him credit for $760 for direct payments, leaving a total retroactive judgment of $13,476.
What was the medical support amount? Was it $445? I don't know. What was the medical support amount?
$16.50 for medical, $4.50 for dental. State will call the mother, Ms. Harris.
Hi.
Ma'am, are you in agreement to all the terms I just read in the record?
Yes, sir, I am. Thank you so much for asking.
It looks like in the last quarter, according to the information the state has, that Mr. Harris made $4,354.62.
Let the court state record that his name is Mr. McGee. I'm Ms. Harris.
I'm sorry, Mr. McGee. I'm sorry.
No,
according to our information, that's how much you made last quarter. Do you believe that amount's accurate?
Yeah, if that's what you guys have, you know more than I do, just to be honest.
And the two of you haven't lived together anytime in the last 4 years?
No.
Do you believe that you and him can work together to make decisions regarding the child?
Not anymore. No, sir, I do not.
Why
We've
is
tried.
that?
Well, we've tried in the past, which is why you probably see that there's been 2 other court dates for this child support. That was me giving grace, allowing him to, us to work together, but he's been inconsistent for the majority of her life, if not all of it. So at this time, it's starting to affect my daughter. The unfulfilled promises. I've just basically run out of excuses for him. So I rather it be dictated or it be mediated by someone of authority.
So you don't believe he should have any sort of decision-making power regarding his children?
Well, he's not active. I'm not going to stop him.
But you're saying the court shouldn't.
Okay.
I guess what I'm asking is, are you saying that the court shouldn't allow him the ability to become active later?
Like as far as visitation?
No, as far as decision-making power, and we'll get to visitation, and it's okay if the answer to that is yes. There's a lot of legitimate reasons that might be. That's just kind of what I want to get to.
Yes, sir. I don't feel that he should have conservatorship over my daughter's or decision-making with our daughter.
And that's because you're saying he's not been involved in her life?
Yes, he's very inconsistent.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
He hasn't seen her since July of 2023. He missed her birthday though, which was July 18th. Made promises to come pick her up, spend time with her, and did not.
Has there been any family violence between the two of you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Has he ever been violent towards your daughter?
No, absolutely not.
So you don't have any concerns about him having a standard possession order?
Okay, can you define standard possession order?
It
Before I
means he would be
answer?
allowed to pick her up every first, third, and fifth weekend of the month, every Thursday, alternating holidays, alternating spring breaks, 30
I
days in
don't
the
have a
summer.
problem. I absolutely don't have a problem with that. My question to you now would be, if my daughter doesn't want to go because this order is in place, will she have to? Because she's 11.
So are you saying that the court shouldn't order this because you don't want, like if she doesn't want to go, or I guess what are you asking with that?
So
What do you want
after
the
her,
court to do?
so after her birthday, leading up to before her birthday, he would use my phone to contact her. For her birthday, she got a new cell phone, and I waited around a couple of months just to see if she was going to ask for her dad's number or anything like that. So last week I reached out to her and I asked her, I said, "Babe, do you want to reach out to, dad to give him your number?" And she told me no. And so I asked her, I've never co-hosted my daughter. I've always made excuses for her dad. I don't do that. So I asked her, I said, well, is there any reason why you don't want dad to have your number? And her exact words were, why would I want to reach out to someone who doesn't want to reach out to me? So my thing is, I think she's starting to become aware of her own, of the inconsistencies, and it's affecting her. So if there's a court order in place and he's obligated, which I don't have a problem with visitation rights. He's safe, like he's not going to hurt her. But my thing is, she's my daughter. If she doesn't want to go with her dad because of whatever feelings she's expressing, of course I'll do my best to try to encourage her to spend time with him. But will this order insist that she has to go see him? Like, what if she says, "Mom, I don't want to"? Do I say, because of this order you have to?
I mean, that would ultimately depend on what the judge rules, but typically, yes, that's the case.
Okay. That'll just be something we'll have to work out, because I don't want him to not have visitation rights. This isn't what this is about. I just want the father of my child to be held accountable for the fact that we both live in the same city and state. I've moved twice to try to be closer to him so that he can have a relationship with his daughter, and he's not active financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, anything.
I'll pass the witness.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm making
All
this.
right, so we go and make a judgment. Ms. Harris, you're gonna be ordered to carry health, dental insurance, child support's $445 a month, medical support is $16.50. Dental support is $4.50, retroactive judgment granted in the amount of $13,476, payable at $75 a month until paid in full. Ms. Harris will be appointed as managing conservator. There's no finding of family violence. There's no reason I shouldn't order a standard visitation order. Court costs is billed. So number one, an 11-year-old doesn't make adult decisions. She cannot decide if she doesn't want to go. She has to go if he appears. The visitation is not an obligation. He's not obligated to come. But you can't argue one way and then argue the other way. You're saying he's inconsistent, and then you wanted to take away his visitation if she doesn't want to go. We can't have it work that way. If he wants to visit, we need to encourage him to visit. She's gonna have to go just like she has to go to school every day, and she may not want to go. So if he appears at the time she's supposed to, then she has to go. That's the way it
Yes,
is.
sir. Okay.
So, read the standard visitation order so you understand what it says. They're gonna try to mail him a copy. I'm not sure if he'll get it. If he has questions, he needs to review the order as well. The Attorney General's office will draft the order for me to sign and email you all a copy. You're done with court, ma'am. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. I guess I go leave.